What's up everybody? Welcome back to Valley Buzzsaw. I'm Jen, and in today's video, Matt and I are putting a functional workstation in an unused corner of our garage. I can't wait to finally use the cutoff from our kitchen countertops in a brand new workstation. And I love that we can custom build this because I will finally have a countertop that's low enough that I can work on it comfortably. If you like DIY and home improvement videos like this, you can let us know by giving this one a thumbs up right down below. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. You'll also find that right down below. Then click the bell and click all in the menu and you should get notifications every Friday morning. I try to upload brand new videos at 6 a.m. Arizona time. Now let's get out in the garage and see what we're working with so we can build out our brand new garage workstation using scrap and leftover materials. We have a major garage remodel on our home improvement projects list, but summer in Arizona isn't the time to start a project like that. But I still need somewhere to do messy projects, so I'm making use of this small corner of our garage. This area has been more about junk collection than a functional space for a long time. And if you've been watching for a while, then you know I sometimes film over here too, but honestly, it sucks. I have to balance the camera precariously, not to mention bend over a lot, because I usually set up on the only wide flat space that I have, my tool caddy. Not ideal. I cleared the space, then moved over to the leftover tile that's been sitting out here since I remodeled my bathroom backsplash. Yeah, it's been out here for a while. I kept some of the bigger cutoffs for a future project and tossed the rest. Then Matt and I talked out some of the finer points of the project. And I'm looking at this wall, and it's not in the worst shape. And if I start ripping it out, I gotta take off this trim, which goes behind the water heater.
Which you can't do.
Which I can't do unless we're gonna do the water heater.
I mean, we have the...
We need to do, but that's not today. We have the what?
We have a cutting device that will cut that.
And I know we're going to replace all this trim out here or whatever
So
when
why
we do the
do it
garage.
twice when we can only do it once?
Yeah,
I think
kinda.
I think a wipe down and a coat of paint will go an awful long way. The wall isn't that bad.
The wall isn't that bad. I really want this to be able to be somewhere where I can like put a chair and then film against the wall. Or have a camera up on the shelf that's above the countertop filming down onto my project.
As long as we can find the studs, we're good to go.
So he got going moving the countertop piece, but after Matt moved the protective towel...
Before we go too crazy, I've got a little rescue mission to do because we got a couple of lizard eggs here.
No way!
And they look to be intact.
We've got a very limited stash of structural wood on hand, so we pulled everything out to assess the situation. Sadly, things were pretty bleak. But Matt knows what he's doing, and at least we had that one full stud to work with. So we got all the wood back off the wall, and I got prepped to paint. The nasty red splatches on this wall are from a former successful vinegar stain project. If you'd like to see me fail at making vinegar stain, I'll link to that video down in the description. Since we're planning to redo the whole garage eventually, I didn't bother filling in holes or smoothing down the walls before painting. I also didn't prime because I knew this Bare Ultra stain blocking paint would cover just about anything, especially considering the deep color. I cut in, but also I didn't try for perfection here. And I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't easy for me. But did I mention the temps right now? Yeah, that helped me move with a bit more haste. The first coat dried in, about 11 seconds, and I did cut and roll a second coat, but I didn't film it. I have plenty of videos of me painting, and I'll link to a couple of those down in the description if you're interested to check them out. Just a quick note here though, I extended further behind the water heater on my second coat. Once the paint fully dried, Matt got started assembling the support structure. He measured to the length we needed for our specific project and cut down the wood. After a quick dry fit, he got started pre-drilling holes to avoid splitting the wood when driving in the screws. He put the top box together first.
Now that the basic frame for the countertop has been assembled, I'm going to temporarily install the legs using nothing but clamps. And the reason I'm going to do that is once I install the countertop frame on the wall, I still want the ability to adjust the legs so that I can ensure that everything is perfectly level. The clamps hold the legs there so that I have the support while I install and can get the height correct, but the clamps also allow for adjustability so that I can fine-tune everything before I screw everything together.
He used the laser level and our long level to mark a line for install. A quick check with the stud finder, he marked location and confirmed with the drill. So he'd still have a reference point after placing the support in place. He used some painter's tape to mark the top of the stud location.
I'm only going to install the first screw at this juncture, because once I put that in, I'm going to re-level it by only putting in one screw. That still allows it the ability to bend and twist to get perfect level, but at least I have a constant reference point.
Before he attached the legs, Matt made sure to level the entire top support structure. He leaves the clamps in place like he mentioned earlier and makes small adjustments until everything is just right. Once he has everything level, he can pre-drill through the legs and support, then attach the two. He uses a slightly larger drill bit to make a wider hole on the surface so he can countersink the screws. And how can I call this a workstation without at least one storage shelf? I definitely need somewhere to store all the various accoutrements that goes along with making concrete DIY projects. We chatted out the location, then I attached the brackets to the shelf first. Unfortunately, the heat literally stopped my camera just as I started, so just imagine me doing this 4 times. Matt pre-drilled and added the anchors, then he hung the shelf and I tightened the screws to put the finishing support on this project. Now let's think back to what this corner looked like before. tell you how happy I am with the way all of this turned out. I mean, considering we used scrap material for the entire structural support, I'm pretty impressed. In the future, I plan to put some type of protective cover over the dryer vent hose, as well as we're putting in a sturdier stand for the water heater. I also plan to smooth out the corners here of the countertop. I'm going to use an angle grinder to do that, and I just don't have that on hand yet, and I'm not trying to go out shopping for a whole bunch of stuff right now. For the moment, I plan to cover all of the raw edges of this thing with a pool noodle. And you can see that happening in an upcoming video, so don't forget to subscribe down below and click the bell, click all, so you'll be notified every Friday morning when I try to upload a new video, and I like to put out new videos at 6 a.m. Arizona time. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Wait. No! It's just not my day! It's just not my day today. Woo! I try to upload new videos on, no. Obviously, I can set up a camera over there. You want to just do some more doing the robot?
Up there.
Okay, that's great. That was lame. No, my hand. Oh my god. Sweat stash. Sweat stash. Classy. Total dork.
Yep. Which eventually will be true.
That you're a total dork? I feel like that's true right now.
If you're looking for studs, you came to the right channel. Just kidding.
No, man. No! Pool noodle. Did I look down? I did. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you guys later. Or some other awkward way to say goodbye.